from Katie has a question about vaulted ceiling insulation.
Well, he has a vaulted kitchen ceiling, Tom, on the west and south sides of his house. Pat writes, I need your help with a plan. He says, as you can see, the sheetrock has fallen down on the west side there. And I'm thinking, he says, about removing the original sheetrock all over and adding foam baffles. And for the rest, he says, I would add a channel and make the upper part of the ceiling flat. So I guess he's going to come down and drop a ceiling there.
We're going to do what's called a coffered ceiling.
Okay. All right. Is that what it's called? All right. And instead of replacing sheetrock, I'm going to use planks of tongue and groove. And he says, I'm considering R30 insulation. He's really making lemonade out of this lemon.
Well, the first thing I can tell you about looking at this, Charlie, what's the first thing you don't see? You don't see a radiant barrier.
I see none.
So whatever we're going to do, and we can do both ways. I can give a couple tips on either one. But we need to have that sprayed with a radiant barrier right now because it's going to be all open anyway. If you want to go ahead and put what we call collar ties across and make it a coffered ceiling like this, you can certainly do that. And it might look really nice with the bead board and everything all stained beautiful and give you a little bit more cozy look. Or what you could do is take 2x2s and nail them to the bottom of the existing rafters. So you're giving yourself another 1.5 inches. And if you could put soffit vents, ridge vents, radiant barrier, and an R19 and leave an airspace between the back of the R19 and the radiant barrier, and then go ahead and sheetrock it to its original shape, you can do that too, and it would work fine. You get great results. Why the sheetrock fell down, I don't know. You can't blame the sun for that, but something happened there.
Yeah, I wonder if it was.
As that goes, you have two options there.
Yeah, I wonder, Tom, if it was like you've seen in garages where the moisture just built up and the sheetrock just let go or something. Huh?
Very well could be, but usually when you have, unless he doesn't air condition, but when you have an air conditioned space, you don't hear about sheetrock falling unless there's a roof leak or something of that nature. So I'm not sure what happened here. Maybe there's underlying problem. Well, radiant barrier, add 1.5 inches on the bottom of the rafters, put your insulation down towards the sheetrock where you're going to sheetrock up against it. Leave just even a 3/4 inch airspace. And if you could vent that, I know it's not an R30, but you'll get great results with it. And I think that would be the best way to go. Unless you want to make a coffered ceiling, I think it would look probably really nice if you detailed it well with the beadboard. I don't have a problem with that either. You're just going to have to run your collar ties, every single one, which goes from, across the way. And you can put an R30 in there because you'll have lots of airspace. Now,
back to what you said a little earlier, though. There could be an underlying problem, and you probably want to look into that first. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I've never heard of all this sheetrock falling down for no reason. So, except in a garage, you're right about that because it's all humid and nasty, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah, you want to make sure you start right to finish right. That's what I've learned hanging out with you.
Yes.
All right, you got a question? Here's how you can finish right by starting right by sending us your question. Visit HomeShowRadio.com and fill out that Ask Tom form, send it in, and we'll answer it just like this in a video on our website, our YouTube channel, or even our Facebook page.